to up to the vault. We went on sabbatical about 2 weeks, a week prior to Christmas. So we basically covered, it was a 2 weeks. So we basically weren't on the air for Christmas or New Year. And man, so much crap happened in the last 2 weeks. Well, anyway, it's Wednesday, January the 7th, 2026. I can't even believe I'm saying 2026 already. And not only that, we're already a week into it. I don't know where time's going. It just seems like last week, I think it was Tuesday last week, Raphael was saying to me, don't you have a show tomorrow night? I'm like, no, we're on 2 weeks sabbatical, and here I am. I was thinking about that this afternoon. I'm like, where did the week go? What happened to the week? Because it just like blew by. I mean, the whole holiday blew by. But I did notice it was an interesting holiday this year. I noticed a lot of people going back to more traditional ways of being with the holiday and not so much the glitz. Even with trends in decorating, I noticed it was a lot more traditional, not so much technical. And because I always say that when I talk about like a lot of the decorations that are very advanced. In fact, I knew people locally. We have an area. We're in an area there's a lot of really well-to-do people. And they were using holograms and stuff for their Christmas decorations, which, that goes a bit to the extreme. But it seemed more like people were, how do I put this, more investing in their time and their personal relationships than into the commercialism of the holiday. And that made me smile, even though I'm not a Christian. And I'm not a Jew with Hanukkah, and I mean, I'm not black with Kwanzaa. So I but I am pagan, and we do celebrate the Yule, and the Yule is 12 days. But Yule is different. It's not. Yes, a lot of the Christian holiday is based on our Yule celebrations and some of the different, I guess you could say, ceremonial points of it. But the whole vibration of Yule is different. Why it exists is different than for the Christian holidays and the other established religions' holidays. And I kind of saw a move back into that traditionalism. Yule was about family. It was about basically the celebration of the sun moving out of the darkness and back into the light. And it had a lot to do with, actually a lot to do with agriculture and farming, because basically it's very hard to grow crops or keep animals at higher levels when it's too cold and the sun isn't out enough time. So it was a huge thing in ancient times when the sun actually started shifting back into more of a light during the day, a longer day. And, like I said, it's a celebration that's about family and about your neighborhood and about the people closest to you, the people in that time you would have survived with. So again, I was actually kind of pleased with what I saw surrounding me locally. I don't know about you guys, but even like the memes, because a lot of times the memes get really kind of crazy at Christmas time, and I saw a lot of really traditional memes, and I was like, wow. I mean, I've been online a very long time. This is like the first year I've kind of seen a real step back in time almost with the celebration of Christmas. And I thought that was needed. It really was, because it's become way too commercial and people get way too stressed around the holidays. Not because it's not a crops or keep animals at higher levels. There's an expectation of what can be given and what can be gotten. And I think we've kind of lost the meaning of the entire holiday to that. And that's not a good thing. That being said, man, guys, wow, it's been a hell of a couple of weeks, hasn't it? Not just on the political front. I mean, I'm sure John Galt covered quite a bit of that, although a lot more has happened since John's show was on Sunday, and even tonight, there's still a lot more going on right now. Like, it seems like every 10 minutes I'm getting an update. But on the other side of things, I mean, our sun, the solar activity has been crazy. I don't know about you guys, but the weather, the sky has been different. And I've been posting, I'm sure some of the people here on Facebook with me are aware of this because you see my Facebook, but the sunsets and the cloud formations are beyond normal. and again, I'm a person who's watched the skies pretty much my entire life. I've never